What's up, everybody, guys? NBA Talk with Nick, guys. And, guys, we're going to just chime in to Max Kelly and Stephen A. James Harden is the third shift scorer, not the best. We're going to chime into this video and see, what they got to say and see, what they're talking about. So I'm gonna let them talk and I'm going to chime in.
Max, is Harden the greatest scorer in this era?
No, this is pure recency bias and foolishness. People aren't thinking it through. No, obviously KD was a better scorer in this era than James Harden. First of all, let's just take some actual numbers, because scoring has gone up recently as there's the proliferation of three-point shots. How many times has James Harden led the league in scoring? 3 times. How many times has KD? 4 times. When they were on the same team, who was the clear leader in terms of the offense, in terms of who was going to score? Who's the number 1 option on that team? KD. Who was the 6th man? James Harden. There's a reason for that. So one guy, who scores more efficiently? KD. Who has a higher lifetime scoring average? KD. Now, who plays for Mike D'Antoni? Who we know you will be a stat compiler. You have to be nasty nice. Don't get me wrong. Harden's a superstar. I get it. But Steve Nash would average 1,000 assists a game, I get it. James Harden is in a D'Antoni offense built around him. He gets to take as many shots as he wants, and probably more than he even wants to, and it's bombing threes, and it's a super efficient way of playing. KD's never played in that offense, so KD's a more efficient scorer, has led the league in scoring more often, has a higher scoring average when they're on the same team, was clearly more of a focal point of the offense when it comes down to it. One guy has the advantage of D'Antoni, but even with all that, who gets you the points in the flow of the game, the stuff that you complain about? Harden, it's too much ISO. KD's focus is not on. If KD wanted to focus on just scoring, he could average almost whatever he wanted to. He's obviously a better scorer than James Harden.
Sit back and take notes on this, Max Kellerman, because this is fun. And this is what I mean. I was going to make the exact same points about KD. You're absolutely right. But here's the part that you're missing. We're talking about this era, and we're talking about personalities, not game. Clearly, KD is a better scorer and the more efficient scorer. But this is why I roll with James Harden in terms of asking that question about a scorer. Did you know that in KD's entire career, he's only averaged more than 20 shots a game twice? He's not interested in that. He wants to play in the flow of the game. He's clearly more efficient. James Harden shoots 44%. He's at 49%. James Harden shoots like 34% from three-point range. KD is at 38%. We all know that, right? Did you know that James Harden, over the last several years, has averaged 20, 24 and a half, 24.8 shots per game? Oh, by the way, while KD has not averaged at least 7 free throws a game in years, James Harden has averaged 10, 11, 10, the year 2016, 2017, 9.6, over the last 2 previous seasons prior to that, 11.3, 11.7. So he gets to the free throw line more. Yep. He wants to score more. KD can't do that, and he would do it more.
Let me chime in right here, guys. Okay, now I was trying to get a very, very, very good understanding of what Stephen A. and Max Kellerman was saying. Now, guys, about who the better scorer, I know it's Kevin Durant, common sense. But let's just talk about Kevin Durant and James Harden. Kevin Durant is better than James Harden in scoring because Kevin Durant could do more in scoring. James Harden, yeah, he could get you a step back 3, he could draw, probably get you a floater. But if you want a scorer that got that killer mentality like Kevin Durant could post up, Kevin Durant could shoot the 3, Kevin Durant could step back, Kevin Durant could handles, Kevin Durant could drive, Kevin Durant could do it all on the court. And he could defend. But we're talking about scoring right now. James Harden could give you a step back 3, could draw some fouls, but Kevin Durant is just better and more efficient. If y'all watched his game when he scored, I think it was 50 or 60 points, his field goal percentage was terrible because he jacked shots. James Harden jacked shots, guys. The reason why he's scoring so high is because he knows how to flop. He knows how to get calls for the reps. If you take away James Harden calls and just give him probably like 3 free throws a game, James Harden would not be scoring 37 points a game. He'll be scoring nearly probably like 24 points, 25 points. Just because you know how to get to the free throw line does not mean that you're a prolific scorer. That's not what that means. Stephen Curry, LeBron James, they don't get to the free throw line a lot, but he's still good scorers. They still know how to get their, they know how to they craft their way around the paint. Michael Jordan, he didn't really get to the free throw call line, even though hand checking was in the lead. And he still was getting buckets. James Harden needs foul. I'm trying to together. James Harden looks for foul calls. James Harden looks for scoring. And I'm gonna point something else to y'all. And with Chris Paul, this is the reason why they was giving Warriors a hard time back in the 2017-18 season. The reason why they gave Warriors a very hard time because of Chris Paul ball movement. Just because in the playoffs you could dribble, step back, shoot the three, that's predictable. I know you finna do that. But if I could play defense on you and contest you, if I can play defense on you and contest you all the time, then you gonna start missing because you gonna get tired, right? That game of dribble, ISO, step back. That game is not really sufficient because think about people like Eric Gordon, think about people like PJ Tucker. These people are watching him in the corner. They're not doing nothing, and they're gonna get cold. They're not gonna get no shots up. They're gonna start missing. James Harden is a selfish player, and he start caring about his other teammates, guys. He's caring about scoring 37 points a game. Yeah, James Harden will do what you gotta do, but at the same time, James Harden get Russell Westbrook more involved. Get PJ Tucker more involved. Get the killer, the sleeping giant that I believe should have been hot this year, Eric Gordon involved. Get him hot. Give that. It's a dude that got a name House. Give him some shots, man. Spread your shots out. There's no way in the world you should be scoring 37 points a game like this and barely winning. James Harden, you don't have to do that, man. Jordan didn't get good until Phil Jackson told Jordan, you need to pass the ball. He was a good scorer. But when Jordan learned to pass the ball, Jordan became just ultimate great. He's two-time scoring champion. 2017-18, 2018-19. Good job, James Harden. But at the same time, how far did you take your team? You scoring 37 points a game, you get in the playoffs, you don't score nearly as much. Because defense is now focused on you. And you still try to take shots, and you still struggle.
Officially, the point is he doesn't want to. You see what I'm saying? So why does that matter?
Yes, why?
Because in an era where you're talking about, because remember, regular season matters to me. KD's playing for championships now, all of this other stuff. In an era where the regular season matters to me, and you're talking about handing the ball to a dude and saying, take me there. One element is your ability to do it. The other one is your willingness to do it.
Okay.
KD doesn't want that. He doesn't have to. KD will tell you, he's told me, he's told you, he's told others, I want to go to State, I want to play the right way. I want to go to State, I wanted to share the wealth. I didn't want to.
Exactly. I'm glad Steven is pointing this out. When he was on OKC, Kevin Durant shot jacked. I'm telling y'all this right now. He didn't do it as much as James Harden, but he shot jacked. And now he was like, Kevin Durant realized that he got some wisdom. Kevin Durant said, look, this way ain't gonna win me no rings or no championships. I want to go to Golden State Warriors and learn how to move the ball and share the wealth the right way and play basketball the right way of doing it instead of subjacking and trying to be hero all the time.
Be that dude, give me the ball, let me take you to the promise. Yeah, I could do that, but is that gonna make me a better ball player? James Harden doesn't think about that. You got these other guys throughout history. It wasn't just them.
James Harden knows that. James Harden just choose to do what he will do. James Harden's hard-headed. James Harden knows that he needs to pass the ball. James Harden knows that he needs to learn more of the game, but James Harden doesn't care. James Harden's lazy, man. He's lazy. Y'all really, this dude is, James Harden is a lazy man, bro. He's stubborn. James Harden believes that he's something he's not. James Harden, in a couple years from now, people are not going to remember you. People are going to remember people like Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. People are going to remember like somebody like LeBron James. They're going to remember Klay Thompson because he played with. They're going to remember these guys. But James Harden, they will not remember you. Brother, get some rings on your finger, man. You're better than this James Harden. You got potential to be the greatest scorer of all times because James Harden, you know how to get some foul calls. You can do the step back three, but share the ball, man. You don't gotta shoot it every time. And another thing too, your body, man, get conditioned more. Lift some weights, get some muscles on your chest. Get conditioned more because you gotta understand something. If you dribble, step back all of the game, you're gonna get tired, man. It's 82 games in a season. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna go on a missing streak of your fatigue, but that's on you. Can James Harden adjust or can James Harden flop? We're going to skip to the end, guys. I don't watch all these videos.
Right, because
he does.
Oh, guys, one more thing, too. James Harden People try to compare him to better scoring than Kobe. Not even close. Don't even just talk. Kobe was a master of taking hard shots. James Harden take a step back jumper, and when you get too close, he kick his legs out on you, and he gets a foul call. No, sir. James Harden's a fraud, man. We gotta just call it what it is. He's a fraud, bro. This dude is not a 40-point scorer. He's tricking y'all, man. James Harden, he ain't what y'all think he is. And guys, I want to say I catch y'all next time, guys, and peace.